Welcome to On The Game, a Newsbeat gaming pod that explores our button-bashing, mouse-clicking and keyboard-smashing gaming highlights of the week.
You right, Pazy? Who are you talking to, mate?
Just the audience.
Are you reading a script?
Yeah, kind of. Well, what do you want me to do?
I don't know, just be normal. Ask me about what I've been playing or something.
What you been playing?
I've been playing Gwent, mate.
Okay, what's Gwent?
It's that card game from Witcher 3. Funny thing is, I haven't even played Witcher 3, but Gwent's really good. It's a bit like Magic the Gathering, but better. It's a bit of a fairer deal than Magic. It doesn't nickel and dime you quite so much. There's really good progression in it. It's really good fun. As always, CD Projekt Red does you a good deal, and Gwent, it's great. Yeah, love it. What you been playing?
Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. It's a strategy action RPG. It's a game where you start as a nobody, but then you gradually plot your path as you explore a place called Calradia. You can build an empire or just choose to be part of an already existing one. Freedom is key. It's essentially a sandbox game. It's got lots of management, progression and skills. The only thing I would say about it at the moment, it's very early access and it's quite buggy. I've had many freezes so far.
I heard it's a bit like Warhammer if you actually got to play as a unit in the battle. Would that be pretty accurate? Yeah,
it's very almost Skyrim in terms of the third person view, but it essentially has more micromanagement to the character and a lot more sandbox.
So it's going to let you get in your daily dose of fighting and pillaging, is it, Pazy?
Well, you know me, mate. I love a good pillage. Right, talking of pillaging, have you seen the new Unreal Engine 5 demo?
Yeah, I have, mate. It looks really good.
What really impressed me and what I noticed about the demo was the insanely high polygon count using something called nanite. Real-time illumination with something called lumen. The 8K textures, I think, to be fair, were the most notable from the Megascans software they're using for the rendering of the backgrounds. The debris rendering now apparently is going to make it really easy for developers to work with, and essentially the texture pop-ins are going to be almost unnoticeable.
Well, yeah, maybe. We'll see, really. I guess, as always with things like texture pop-in, it's going to be they will fill the space that's available. Do you know what I mean? As soon as you give developers new tech, and they'll start maxing it out in no time. But yeah, the high polygon count, mate, that's like some serious magic going on there. I don't know how they've managed to squeeze all those triangles in, but boy, wasn't there a lot of triangles. Real-time illumination is that's basically ray tracing, or a sort of form of it, which that is the future. It looks lush, and I think that whole business for developers, mate, the 8K photogrammetry mega scans, just being able to port that straight in.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that just looks beautiful.
Yeah, really impressive.
Yeah, it's a real change for developers to be able to make really realistic environments. Fantastic.
Jeff, so what's fascinating about this demo is it's actually being run off an early PS5 prototype. Just yesterday, Yoshida stated that the PlayStation 5 is actually going to be 100 times faster than the PlayStation 4. This has also been backed by Tim Sweeney from Unreal, saying that the PS5's SSD will be faster than PCs. And also, John Carmack stated that the PS5's SSD is a big deal. So, is it goodbye to texture pop-ins?
Well, yeah, possibly. I mean, it's a big leap forward in storage tech now, so that will certainly help eliminate texture pop-in. But it's not just there that the consoles are getting SSDs, they're actually doing something a little bit special now as well. They're going to make things a lot more efficient for storage access and getting graphics from your drive to your graphics card. So exciting times, mate.
Yeah, excellent. And I think essentially it's an exciting time for basically both consoles. They're ultimately going to come down to, like the last gen, the exclusive game offerings.
Yeah, well, as always, between the fanboys and the media trolling, things are getting a little bit exaggerated. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, the leap forward in storage on the consoles is a big deal, and it is very useful, and it's going to mean that games can evolve forward in ways that they were held back by the previous consoles, you know? So, yeah, it's good news, but it doesn't mean that the PlayStation is going to be faster than PCs. It doesn't mean the PlayStation's going to be 100 times faster. And it doesn't mean the PlayStation 5 is going to be faster than Xbox necessarily. I mean, PlayStation 5's SSD is about twice as fast as Xbox is, but that's not going to equate to an overall much faster system. What that means is faster load times. And already Xbox's SSD, their upgrade from that old legacy hard drive system, is a huge jump forward. So it now means that what was loading in, you know, like 50 seconds or 40 seconds and was causing a really big problem for interrupting your game, causing you to have to do some sort of fancy bit of game design to squeeze in that load time, that can be now reduced down to 2 seconds on an Xbox and just like 1 second on a PlayStation.
Yeah, and that links back to Unreal Engine 5, as this is providing third-party developers with a great tool to use to develop these games.
Yeah, that's it. And with this kind of processing power that you've got available to both consoles now, don't get me wrong, so the PlayStation 5 is probably going to be about equivalent to a 2070 Super, and the Xbox is going to be somewhere nearer to a 2080 Super. But both of them now have fantastic processing capabilities, and what will probably be the biggest determining factor now in how good your game looks is how good the designers and the developers are in actually making the models. This is really the beginning of photorealism, I think, especially with the way you can now just import telegrammetry assets straight into your game engine and start using them. That is a major leap forward for game developers, no doubt.
Yeah, speaking of photorealism, have you seen RTX Marbles?
Yeah, and that is a really good example of how photorealistic the future is. You're being able to combine essentially photos of the environment, three-dimensional photos of the environment, and now you're able to combine that with lighting effects which imitate real light. So RTX Marbles, although it's a very simple game, it really is demonstrating what is now going to be possible with this new technology and these new techniques.
Everything there is being rendered in real time on a single Quattro RTX 8000 GPU. So pretty impressive. And essentially what you're seeing here is the future of gaming.
Yeah, it really is the future of gaming. I mean, that Quattro is running on Ampere technology. I've been hearing rumours that Ampere might be looking at 20 plus to even up to 30 teraflops for their top-end card.
So, quick gaming news roundup. Have you seen, Jeff, the mock-up someone made Xbox Series X from kind of like a Tesla Cybertruck?
I would absolutely... Mate, that's banging. I want that controller. How cool is that?
Yeah, great marketing. Microsoft, if you're listening, do it. Other news, Star Citizen is a game actually we're both big fans of. You can actually play it free. If you haven't tried it and you're not, you want in a bit of a budget, next 11 days, 10 days, it's currently free. So free to try. Give it a whirl.
Well, to be honest, I've been struggling to get on the servers, so perhaps if you could all just stay away, that would be better, actually.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe, let the players play their video game. Also, Mafia Remake, launching on August 28th. I'm quite excited about this one.
There's meant to be a Saints Row remake as well, which is looking banging.
Yeah, and actually I've seen quite a lot of positive vibes about that, so maybe one to look out for. We'll say, just to wrap up, Mafia Remake launching August 28th. Looking forward to seeing more of that game soon.
Gangster.
Just a rumour, this one actually, but the PlayStation 5 reveal event is apparently going to be happening in June. And a heavily rumoured game is a Silent Hill reboot. It's not Kojima. It's not Silent Hills, but it's actually going to be Konami rebooting Silent Hill. So excited about that one?
Fuck Konami.
In other news, PlayStation have accidentally revealed an unannounced game, and guess what game it was? Gran Turismo 7.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a big surprise, isn't it? What would PlayStation be without Gran Turismo and Xbox without Forza?
Yeah, definitely. There are some exclusives that are guaranteed to be happening, but obviously it's just nice to hear them being confirmed. Excellent. And the final thing I wanted to say to you about Halo Infinite, pretty obvious, but it's actually been confirmed by Microsoft that at the next Xbox event in July, they're going to be heavily showcasing that. So looking forward to seeing that.
Oh, well, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, is that the time? I've got zombies to kill and cards to win, mate. I've got to go. See ya.